Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with the January transfer move to Arsenal. Now, first of all, we got the victory last night, but how nervy was that? A really scrappy game, and in the first half, a poor performance by Arsenal. I'll tell you what, another team, if we'd have given up all those chances, we could have been a few goals down. But we got the job done in the end. Our two top strikers, Aubameyang and Lacazette, with the goals, and a very important victory. And then when I looked around last night and saw some of the other results, Manchester United struggling to get a draw at home against Burnley, two last-minute goals to salvage a point for them. Manchester City going down at Newcastle, you started to realise that actually, you know what? It was one of them nights that, you know, a lot of fatigued players after the busy Christmas period and the busy FA Cup period, and just glad to get those 3 points. We are still in the race for the top four, just about, but we're still in that race. Now, are we going to strengthen the team in time? We've got a day after, 1 day left now after today to do that. Are we going to strengthen it enough so that we can make a real push for that top four? One player that's definitely coming in is Denis Suarez. It looks like Unai Emery has definitely got his man. Denis Suarez should be on his way to Arsenal today to do his medical and then to sign on loan from now until the end of the season. The impasse that was there between him and Barcelona has been sorted out. The loan deal's been agreed. We knew from quite a while ago that personal terms have been agreed between Denis Suarez and Arsenal. There had been a couple of other clubs that are coming in Spain that wanted to get the signature of Denis Suarez, but he only wanted to come to Arsenal. Of course, we know that in the past he's played for Unai Emery at his time at Sevilla, won things with Unai Emery, and he was really keen to be reunited with Emery. Emery knows him, of course. And Emery saying yesterday that, you know, he's a player that he can be deployed out wide. It looks like that's where he's going to play him. Although he's a very versatile player who can play sort of anywhere in the midfield. And it looks like he will be joining Arsenal Football Club today. Kind of confirmed as well yesterday by Luis Suarez, his teammate, who posted this caption on his Instagram saying, "Good luck, little Galatian, in their new challenge," and basically it's confirmed more or less that Denis Suarez will be moving to Arsenal Football Club, and that will be a good signing. We've been after him all January. It shows how hard these deals are to get done, particularly when they're loan deals, but it looks like that one will happen and that he will be joining Arsenal. Ivan Perisic though, will he also be coming? Arsenal's still interested in trying to make this one happen, but it's looking very difficult at the moment. Inter Milan, they want money. They don't want no loan. They want the money, or they want an absolute guarantee that Arsenal will sign him. Arsenal don't seem to be willing to do that at the moment. The player wants to come to Arsenal. He's put in a transfer request. It could still happen. Stranger things have happened. It could be one of these ones that go right down to the wire, and tomorrow night he could be coming in. He is a world-class player. He would be brilliant. I was chatting to quite a few fans last night about him. Some fans were a bit split, actually. Everybody seemed to agree that he's a top-class player, but there were some fans saying to me, listen, we don't need him. And there were other fans, you know, questioning why are we buying a player of that age. It does look like Arsenal changing their philosophy a little bit when it comes to ages of players and looking at it and thinking, listen, we need some real quality now, you know, real quality now that's going to get us over the line. And I've got no doubt if Perisic came in, as well as Alex Iwobi's been playing well this season, Perisic is a definite upgrade. He's a world-class player with a lot of end product. He would be a good signing, but will Inter Milan let him leave? They put out a statement yesterday where they said they've received no suitable offers for him yet, and kind of intimating that he's going to stay at Inter Milan. But let's wait and see. There could be a late development on that. If Arsenal don't get Perisic, there's a lot of talk that they might go in for Yannick Carrasco. Of course, he's playing his football over there in China. Arsenal have been interested in Carrasco. They've been in talks with him. Carrasco would like to come back to Europe, especially to the Premier League, is interested in Arsenal. Could this one happen? Again, his club over in China would like to get money in for him. They don't want a loan. We know that Arsenal are only really dealing with loans at the moment. But again, could be a late development on that one. Again, I asked fans about that one last night as well. And again, a lot of fans, a bit mixed on it. Some fans saying Perisic would be better. A lot of people saying Carrasco would be better because he's younger. And, you know, we get more out of him. But whether it be a loan deal in time to happen for tomorrow, I remember the transfer window closes at 11. We'll have to wait and see how that one develops. This one came out of the blue for me today, and that's Idrissa Gueye of Everton. Arsenal linked with him today. Now, he's 29, Idrissa Gueye. Another player's knocking on a bit. He's a very good defensive midfielder. And Arsenal have said to have joined the race to sign him. Now, we know that Paris Saint-Germain have been very interested in Idrissa Gueye this month. They made a bid for him, I think it was £21.5 million, which was turned down by Everton. He's apparently handed in a transfer request. He wants to move. I think the place he'd really like to move to would be Paris Saint-Germain. But lots of reports today that Arsenal have now thrown their hat into the ring and they are interested in signing him as well. I can't see, though, how this can be because, as I said, Paris Saint-Germain already bid that money and that was turned down. Arsenal saying they're only dealing with loans. I can't see how Everton would loan us one of their best players from now till the end of the season. Their fans would be an absolute meltdown if they loaned us Idrissa Gueye. But listen, stranger things have happened, and Arsenal linked with Idrissa Gueye today. And if Arsenal did get an Idrissa Gueye, what does that mean for somebody like a Granit Xhaka? You know, because it's more or less the same position. Would that be meaning that they're looking to move Granit Xhaka out? Who knows how that one would work out. Yuri Tielemans. Now, he's a really talented young player. He's been playing well for a few years. He's been playing over in Monaco. It hasn't really been happening for him in Monaco. He was previously at Anderlecht. Very good player. Belgium international. Still very young, only 21. Yet another midfielder, right? As we seem to be looking at pure midfielders at the moment. But he is a player that will be available to go out on loan, and the new manager of Monaco, Jardams, or shall I say the manager that's come back after the sacking of Thierry Henry, is said to be up for loaning him out. Now, as I said, a very, very talented player. Newcastle and West Ham were the two clubs at the forefront, said to be interested in doing a loan to bring Tielemans to the Premier League. However, we're hearing today that Arsenal, again, have now got involved in this one as well, and are interested in bringing Tielemans in. Another midfielder, though. Where are all these midfielders going to play? You know, especially when, you know, you think about it. You've got Ozil, Ramsey, all these guys in there. You've also, remember, still got Henrik Mkhitaryan to come back as well. So where are all of these midfielders going to play? Dennis Suarez is coming now. Who knows? But maybe Arsenal just sensing that, you know what? This guy, young player, really, really good player. Let's get involved. You know what I mean? You can't let a deal like this, you know, go past without, you know, trying to see if you can tempt him to come to the Emirates. So let's see how that one develops with Tielemans. As I said, Newcastle, West Ham seem to be the favourites to get him on a loan deal, but Arsenal look to have come in last minute to try and nab him. Christopher Nkunku, spoken about this one throughout the, for the past couple of weeks of January. The youngster from PSG, 21. Arsenal were definitely in for him, heavily in talks with Paris Saint-Germain for him. However, it's starting to look like now like that maybe that deal may not happen. His agent sort of intimating yesterday that, you know, it's really difficult to happen because Arsenal have not got money to spend. Arsenal are bringing in Dennis Suarez. Are they going to have enough money to let this one happen? He didn't write it off completely. And we know that Nkunku's another player that's played before under Unai Emery, another player that Unai Emery really rates and really was getting the best out of and would be a good signing for Arsenal. But it's looking a bit more doubtful whether that one will happen this January transfer window. Could be something that might be revisited in the summer because Nkunku, he wants to play football. He's a very, very talented football player, but just can't get the minutes at the moment at Paris Saint-Germain. But again, that's another one that who knows. It's going to be an exciting last day in the window for Arsenal because we're linked with so many players. We know that Unai Emery's already said that he's after two players. Dennis Suarez, of course, is going to be one of those. who's going to be the other. And then there's a question of defence. Still no defenders being talked up. There was a rumour yesterday when I got to the Emirates that Gary Cahill was there watching the game. That's what I heard. That's what a couple of people told me. Unconfirmed, right? But that was what a couple of people told me. Listen, I don't know whether that was true or not. I was speaking to a couple of fans afterwards about Cahill. Again, mixed. There were some people saying that, listen, why not? Look at last night. You know, Monreal and Mustafi playing as centre halves. We looked really, really thin there. You know, we know that we're not going to see Socrates come back until the end of February. That's what Arsenal have said. And the prognosis at the moment on Koscielny is not good. You know what I mean? Apparently, he was saying yesterday that at the moment, he can't even eat because it's so painful, his jaw. He hasn't broken it, but it's so painful. You know, obviously the knock he got on it and the bruising and that, he can't even eat anything. So do Arsenal go and try and bring in somebody like a Tim Cahill? Remember, we've got Man City on Sunday. I'm not sure if what I saw last night in defence is going to be able to cope with what they're going to throw at us. You know, so do we move in and try and bring in a Gary Cahill, possibly on loan? Or do we do like what Troop says last night and avoid him like the plague because he's like, I don't want a Chelsea reject. Listen, it's all right saying that, but what else have we got? I don't know what's going to happen. Cahill probably is not going to happen. The manager seems to be talking that we'll survive with what we've got. Bit of a dangerous game because that's the weak area of the team is defence. But let's see what happens. It's going to be exciting last day. Remember, tomorrow is the last day of the transfer window. Then it's slam shut. Radum. It's slam shut. I'll be able to get some sleep again. No more waking up at 5:30 in the morning to do research for this programme. Not until the summer anyway. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be all over it. We're going to be doing a Supporters Club special throughout the day where we'll be bringing you up to date with any transfers that happen. Anything that happens, we'll be there breaking it. We'll have Transfer Daily in the morning as usual as well. And let's hope we can get a couple of really good deals over the line, really perk the team up ahead against that game against Man City on Sunday. Who knows with that game now after last night? Who knows?